Television shows may seem like a lot of fun to film when you're watching them from the couch, but in certain cases, they can be an absolute torture. The shows on our list deal with everything from feuds between cast members to unfortunate homophobic slurs. Is your favorite show on the list? Let's find out. Grey's Anatomy. In October 2006, co-stars Patrick Dempsey and Isaiah Washington reportedly got into a harsh exchange of words while filming a scene on the set of Grey's Anatomy. The fight became even more serious as stories broke of Washington allegedly using a homophobic slur in reference to gay co-star T.R. Knight. Washington denied the reports and responded to questions about the feud with some serious aggression. In the end, Washington was fired from the show, and Knight later told Ellen DeGeneres that this hate-filled event actually inspired him to officially come out to the world. But that wouldn't be the last time real-world drama unfolded on the set of Grey's Anatomy. After Washington was fired from the show, the set had a new villain to contend with, co-star Katherine Heigl. The actress created tension beyond the extreme when she publicly removed herself from Emmy consideration the year after she won the award, blaming the writers for not giving her enough good material to work with. Rumors that she was a diva on set and difficult to work with continued right up until she left the show about a year and a half later. The show's creator, Shonda Rhimes, has since implied that it was Heigl who inspired her no assholes policy on the set of her follow-up hit, Scandal. Rhimes even went so far as to say, "There are no Heigls in this situation. I don't put up with or nasty people. I don't have time for it." Glee. In 2014, it was reported that Glee co-stars Naya Rivera and Lea Michele got into a serious tiff while filming an episode of their hit musical comedy series. No one really knows what the fight was about, but those close to Rivera have said that the actress was ticked off over Lea Michele's diva-like behavior on set and even went to the producers to complain. When Michele found out about these complaints, she apparently stormed off in a fit. Not diva-like behavior at all. However, Michelle's sources claim that pretty much the exact opposite happened, so who really knows? The feud looked to be all over, until Naya Rivera reignited it when she brought up old Glee cast drama in her 2016 memoir, Sorry Not Sorry. Michele was publicly upset by this as she says she's been trying to move on with her life and only remember the good things about Glee. Moonlighting. If you were to look up the term miserable TV set in the Hollywood dictionary, odds are good that moonlighting would be pictured next to the definition. The 80s dramedy, starring Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis, was full of tension from day one and lasted until the very end of the show's 5th and final season. The biggest problem? Willis's blossoming film career, as the actor's focus clearly shifted away from the show when his star began to rise with the success of Die Hard.
Silently promises himself, his mother, and his God that no matter how big he becomes, he's never, ever going to change.
Focus and effort are one thing, but Willis also apparently threw a very loud and violent tantrum on set after the production schedule threatened to cut into his personal plans. Unfortunately, this story definitely isn't one of a kind for Willis, as he's been described as aggressive and difficult to work with on more than one occasion. Filmmaker Kevin Smith even called working with the actor soul-crushing, and then proceeded to use some less-than-friendly language to describe the actor. Maybe Hans Gruber had the right idea after all. American Idol. During a 2012 audition episode, newly minted American Idol judges Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey entered a war of words after disagreeing about a contestant's performance. Footage of the disagreement showed Minaj firing a number of insults at Carey, and the self-proclaimed queen of rap definitely didn't hold back on the expletives. To the surprise of absolutely no one, Carey and Minaj both quit American Idol after just one season. In 2015, Carey reflected on her one-season stint on the show, calling it the worst experience of her life.
It was like hell, going to work every day in hell with Satan.
Desperate Housewives. In 2005, at the peak of the success of ABC's primetime soap Desperate Housewives, the show's cast reportedly got into a fight at a shoot for the cover of Vanity Fair. Apparently, ABC told Vanity Fair that Terry Hatcher couldn't get first dibs on wardrobe or take over the shoot, suggesting that the rest of the cast wasn't happy with her behavior on set. When the day of the shoot came, Hatcher arrived to the set early, which set off a chain of events that allegedly ended with Marcia Cross storming off the shoot and Hatcher crying on the phone. The fun didn't stop there, as the feud between Hatcher and the rest of the Desperate Housewives cast reportedly continued throughout the show's 7-season run. But that's not all. In 2010, Desperate Housewives star Nicolette Sheridan sued ABC for wrongful termination and battery after claiming she was hit in the head by the show's creator, Mark Cherry, and then written off the show for complaining about the incident. The suit went to trial in 2012, during which Cherry testified that he tapped Sheridan on the head and that the tap was only done to help demonstrate how Sheridan's scene should play out. A judge ultimately declared a mistrial after the jury became deadlocked, and Sheridan has been fighting for a retrial ever since. As an aside, Cherry's testimony also seemed to confirm Hatcher's feud with the rest of the cast, as he recalled stories of how the actress would routinely get into scuffs with her co-stars.
Use the way you guys actually feel about each other, okay? And go!
Thanks for watching! Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too!